If you're making very little money in your coaching business, it could be because you're making one of the biggest mistakes that both new and experienced coaches make. This could be the reason why your audience won't buy your products or recommend you to their friends, and it's basically like shooting your business in the foot. I know this because I've made this mistake more than anybody else. When I first started coaching, I wrote a book called Fire Yourself, which is about how to grow a house flipping business. Some people wanted to hire me as their coach after reading it because they wanted to flip more houses. So we'd hop on a sales call together and I would immediately start talking to them about other things. I'd say, hey, do you want to build a rental portfolio? Because I can help you do that too. Many of them left the call confused and did not hire me. Years later, I pivoted to serving coaches and I wrote my second book, Nail Your Niche. Then I proceeded to make the same damn mistake. People would read the book and DM me about working together, and I would assume that they got everything they needed from the book and they were on to the next thing. So when we hopped on a call, I would start talking about building their email list or starting a podcast. But what they really wanted was more help nailing their niche. They wanted to finish implementing what they had already started. But I did not have a cohesive customer journey that started with a book and led to a back-end coaching program about the same thing. And guess how long it took me to realize that? 7 fucking years. 7 years in the coaching space where I was just all over the place before I realized that this is important. Imagine how much confusion I've created in that time and how many sales I've lost. Russell Brunson actually has a term for this called the opportunity switch. What that means is basically if a potential customer is searching for something online, trying to solve a problem, and then they come across you, they will switch over to whatever your vehicle is for helping them solve that problem. This is a good thing for you. However, once you've got them in, the last thing you want to do is switch them to another opportunity once again. One time I was on a call with a client and we had just nailed the concept for his book. He was super pumped. He also kind of had this huge epiphany in that moment. I mean, literally his arms were raised. He was kind of looking off to the side on the Zoom call and just saying nothing. Basically, he had a one-on-one coaching program, a membership program, and now the concept for a book, and all three were completely different, targeted at a different person and promising a different outcome. And he said to me that the spine of my business is out of alignment. And I liked that analogy. Now, if he had written that book without fixing the other programs that he offered, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference in his business. People would have read it, maybe they would have liked it, but they would have seen that he did not have an option for them to go deeper. So what we're really doing here at a high level is we're architecting a customer journey. You might already know that front-end products like a lead magnet or a book are there to warm up your prospects and build trust and then lead them to your back-end programs. However, if the front-end products and the back-end products don't align, then your customer journey basically takes a massive detour. And you know what it's like when you're driving somewhere and you see that detour sign, and then all of a sudden you have to cruise through some random neighborhood. You don't get to where you were going on time. That sucks, right? Well, that's kind of how your customer feels when you start them out on one thing and then try to switch them to another. And what they will do is simply stop their journey with you and start a new one with someone else. Okay, by now you probably understand that this is a big problem, so let's pivot to talking about how to fix it. So the real reason that I kept making this mistake was that I was not clear on 3 important ingredients in my own business. I wasn't clear on the customer demographic that I was serving. I wasn't clear on the niche that I was within, and I was not clear on the quantifiable outcome or result that I was actually getting for people. Those are the 3 ingredients that you then take and put into the products that make up your customer journey. In order to find your ingredients, I've created 3 simple tests that you can take, and this will take you less than 10 minutes total, and you will be completely clear. All right, test number 1 is the beer test. If you were gonna meet someone for a beer later today, who would you be the most excited to meet? What type of person would you have the most engaged conversation with? And I want you to think about their demographic label. Like, is it an entrepreneur? Is it a CEO? Is it a mom? Is it a musician? Whoever you'd want to meet for a beer is the type of client you will enjoy serving most. Test number 2 is the library test. If you were going to spend all day in the library just reading nonfiction for fun, what topic would you read books on more than anything else? Whatever that topic is, that is the niche that you're going to bring the most excitement and passion to in your business. And test number 3 is the credibility test. Now, I want you to think about what results have you gotten for yourself and others? And I'm talking about real, hard, quantifiable outcomes. Quantifiable means that you know for sure that it happened. Some examples could be that I lost 10 pounds, I bought 2 rental properties, I went through a divorce while remaining a great parent to my child, or I quit my 9-to-5 and replaced my income through online course sales. List out the quantifiable outcomes that you have achieved. Next, I want you to score each outcome on a scale from 1 to 10 in 2 different categories. Category number 1 is excitement. How excited are you about the idea of delivering that outcome for your clients? And category number 2 is confidence. How confident are you in your ability to get that outcome for your clients? Then add the scores together and see which outcomes rank the highest. Usually there will be one outcome that stands above the rest. This is the result that you will have the easiest time selling because 1, you're really excited and passionate about it, and 2, you have a lot of confidence in your ability to get it for someone else. Here are my answers to those 3 tests. I would love to get a beer with an online coach or a creator. That's the type of person that I could sit at the bar with forever, and we're always going to have something to talk about. If I was going to go to the library and sit there all day, I'd be reading books about business, marketing, whatever it takes to help me grow my online business. And as far as results go, I've written 2 books that have each generated multiple 6 figures in client revenue. So bringing that all together, I help coaches and creators publish books so they can grow their brand and get more clients. That fits who I love serving, the niche that I'm most passionate about, and a skill set that I have. And when you can get all 3 of those together, that is the trifecta. Then using those 3 ingredients, you can take them and architect that customer journey. You can create content that's for that person and about that outcome. You can create lead magnets for that person and about that outcome. The same thing goes with your book and your online course. And lastly, of course, your coaching program would still be for that same person and delivering that same outcome. This is what a clear and aligned customer journey looks like, properly architected. You're giving them multiple ways to work with you, and they all do the same thing. Now you might be asking yourself, does this mean that I cannot talk about other stuff in my content? And no, it doesn't. You can talk about other stuff. Just make sure that for the most part, your content makes it clear as to who you help and the result that you get for them. You might also be asking yourself, does this mean that I have to stick to helping one person get one result forever? And the good news is that no, you don't have to. You can actually opportunity switch your own audience. In fact, you might have to if you discover along your own journey of growth that there is a better way for them to get what they want. But you generally want to stick with the same thing for at least 2 years before switching to something new. So this is a public service announcement for coaches and creators. Please don't make the same mistake that I did. Build this customer journey in the right way, and you'll have an easy time making sales and growing your business. If you want one actionable tip each week on how to use writing to grow your brand and get more clients, you can join 3,000 plus subscribers on the Ink to Income newsletter using the link in the description. And lastly, if you have not started thinking about your business as a personal brand, then you need to watch this video to understand how to properly position yourself online as we move into the future of the creator economy. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.